Welcome. You're watching the store rundown, Bleeding Hollywood Home on a Budget, and welcome back to our many dog days and summer vacation gift ideas for when you want to have a last minute hoo-ah in quarantine. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to post this review. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that important, but hear me out on why it is. Because all across the state of New Jersey, sadly, these parties hit close to home. There are a lot of parties going on, and these are big mansion-sized ragerss, from beachfront properties to massive mansions on dry land. 250, 500, 750 people. People in the hundreds. Mass gatherings at these parties with no masks and no social distancing being observed. Of course, clearly outraging and taking off the governor, Phil Murphy, as well as doing a horrifically disrespectful, disgraceful disservice to all the brave healthcare workers and other essential workers on the front lines battling for our safety and our sanity. Across the Garden State, Neanderthals are getting cited and charged left and right. The least I say about these influencers on YouTube across the land in SoCal to make us look like idiots, the better. Lowell, Merritt, Bryce Hall, and most definitely Jake Paul. In the eyes of the law, when it comes to uncommon stupidity, he's definitely America's most wanted. In the eyes of YouTube, he's definitely America's and the world's least wanted. And by the way, who in their right mind would use an excavator as a somewhat amusement park attraction? Only Jake Paul. You know what, dude? Have your fun. The same goes for the other two I mentioned. For you might be number one on TikTok or YouTube or whatever it is. But, eventually, number one on TikTok and being irresponsible while doing so will eventually earn you the right of being number one in the state dock. Having a number in the State Department of Corrections due to your numbskull behavior. Enough is enough on these mansion-sized ragerss. They are immoral at this time, and they are illegal! In Australia, they issue $18,000 fines for such gatherings like those. Well, I say, if you want to have your fun, do it! But do it safely! Do it properly! Do it without ticking off local and state authorities and prosecutors and state administrations and governments. Do it like Discovery Channel's Emmy Award-winning interior design. Well, you know what, if he acts like one, I'll just call him one. Interior design diva, Christopher Lowell. This is his debut on TSR. This is his book, The Hassle-Free Host. The only book outside of interior decorating strictly. This features super simple tablescapes and recipes for stunning parties. It is co-authored by Francis Schultz with photography by Douglas Hill for the tablescapes and Ben Fink for the photographs. I picked it up off of Amazon for, let's see here, $5.95. I had to take a quick run over to the screen to find out how much I paid for. Usually I would just tell you by looking through my phone, but right now it is charging. And as you can see here, this is actually a lie. Actually, no, it's a Goodwill cover. But it is a lie how much I got this for. $2.99. It's upside down. I was going to say it was a library copy, but actually I saw the Goodwill sticker. Anyway, Christopher Lowell, The Hassle-Free Host, is a practical, don't sweat it, you'll be fine roadmap to hosting a winning event, planned or spontaneous. From classic buffet to intimate sit-down, this book will help you set the stage so when your audience stands, it's an ovation, not an escape. Also, so you don't attract the attention of local and state police. Retail prices, $29.95 US, and in Canada, $42. Christopher Lowell is definitely an entertainer extraordinaire. I mean, have you seen his show? His eponymously named show on the Discovery Channel. This is from Clarkson Potter Publishers, New York. There are select episodes on his YouTube channel, and I gotta say, the dude is awesome. If you have not seen him, you gotta check out select episodes from his YouTube channel, and I'll link it below if you want to check it out. Anyway, here on the left we have a list of totally doable tablescapes. Pedal Pusses, Asian Zen Squared, Crystal Blue Persuasion, Bountiful Country Feast, Reggie Table Chic, Tantalizing Picnic, Grassroots, Pizza Party, Bamboozled, A Fireside Chat, A Night at the Opera, and Ballroom Classics, entertaining the masses. And on the right, we have 12 great menus for ridiculously easy recipes to match these themed tablescapes and party ideas. And we'll highlight a few. More specifically, I'm going to highlight a couple that actually correlate incredibly well with a couple of the themed tablescapes I'm going to show you. The introduction by Christopher Lowell gives you more tips and tricks on how to hold a great party safely. And of course, if you don't want to rob yourself of your freedom, because right now large gatherings are against the law, we're not going to rob you of the pizzazz factor when holding parties like these, like the ones that Christopher suggests. So, let's get started. And of course, this has got to be one of my favorites, as I'm sure it's going to be one for the kids. A pizza party! What can I say? This is as much fun to make as it is to eat. Oh wait, somebody already said that. Oh well. Once you do this super easy pizza party, you'll never order it again. Okay, maybe you will, and maybe you might, because, well, restaurants need our support, you know. But anyway, this one was such a hit that we did it twice. One here in the tablescape section, and again in the menu section, which we will highlight, page 146. But it's even interactive, too. Guests can pitch in to prepare their own custom pies, since you've so handily prepared all the ingredients in advance, and put them within arm's reach. My inspiration came from these inexpensive metal pie pedestals like you see in old-timey diners. This could be a fun and unusual kind of birthday party, stand-up cocktail party, kids party, of course, TV or sports party, yes, guys love these pizzas, or any occasion where you want people to have a ball. Or you can do it by the book with the Pizza Pizzazz menu, which I will highlight for you. Come on, turn page. There you go. Anyway, for each tablescape, Christopher gives you a list of what you'll need for the project, and of course how to assemble each tablescape. This is really told in a conversational format that's, you know, fairly easy to understand. It's not step-by-step instructions, numbered, but hey, these are quite doable. As long as your arts and crafts supply store is open at this time. If not, you can easily order the materials online. Hey, you might have a few of them already in your home. Also, fun suggestions, helpful tips and tricks throughout, like this one, to make the process of assembling all these tablescapes more fun. And how about another option for you, a fireside chat. To prove that a party can happen anywhere in your home, we created this fireside sit-down for 6. We had sort of an out of Africa theme in mind that started with decorative pieces scattered from around the house. Extra bonus points for you, Chris, for getting ideas from Academy Award-winning films, like Out of Africa. The point here is that if you love a certain look that's already a part of your house, try bringing these accessories to the table. In our case, the table was 6 ottomans put together, but your coffee table would work just as well. Serve food that can be eaten with a single utensil and doesn't require cutting. It's a cozy idea for an intimate dinner with close friends, a cold weather meal to escape the chill. You might want to keep this on hand for those days, which are looming sooner than you might think. A romantic dinner for 2, a booyah. Hors d'oeuvres and appetizers before dinner, and coffee and dessert after dinner. Or you can do it by the book with a pasta menu, a jambalaya parfait, French country comfort, and Bollywood Boulevard. By the way, I haven't really profiled anything Bollywood, you know, Indian Hollywood, in like ever. Maybe we should do that soon. Same deal goes for this tablescape. Here's what you'll need. Feel free to substitute your own great accessories for ours, so here's a list of materials needed to assemble this tablescape, and instructions on how to do it. Again, it's told in a conversational format, not in numbered step-by-step instructions, but hey, as Christopher Lowell always says at the end of each show, you can do it. And we're gonna have to. I mean, we're not gonna have to, but hey, if you're looking to have in-person gatherings, this is the route to go. Anyway, let's go on to French Country Comfort, which I think matches perfectly with the fireside chat. Hey, Christopher said so himself. This is for 6 to 8, and on the menu we have a veal stew. We also have a salad with fresh herbs and vinaigrette, plus a cheese plate, and pumpkin creme brulee. Here is Pizza Pizzazz. Again, 6 to 8. We have pizza, pizza, pizza. By the way, a lot of recipes in here utilize a lot of already prepared, pre-made, pre-packaged ingredients, like puff pastry and several other canned products. So, the yeast factor in here is definitely going strong. Here are a few recommendations for how to top your pizzas. Smoked chicken with rosemary, pesto arugula, mushroom, and prosciutto. I almost said risotto for a moment. Risotto with prosciutto mixed in. How about that? Or sun-dried tomato, meatloaf, and olive. Meatloaf? Meatloaf mix? Actually, it calls for 4 ounces of meatloaf pieces chopped. I assume he says meatloaf mix. Or try any of these combinations. The sky's the limit. You can try combinations that are not listed in here as well. Of course, we have a green salad with oranges, red onion, and mint, pasta salad, and fruit and chocolate fondue. Finally, steakhouse special. Again, 6 to 8. All menus in here, by the way, serve 6 to 8, or almost all of them. Spinach, bacon, and mushroom salad, marinated steak, not your mama's macaroni and cheese, and chocolate fudge pie. This one's a Christopher special. A big, hearty meal that includes everyone's favorites. What's not to love here? Cook the steak in a grill pan or skillet, or let Sweetie do the outdoor grill thing on his own. His own? Well, Christopher's mannerisms, his accent, I get the connection. The rest of the meal you assemble and then sit back and soak up the compliments, between the requests for seconds, that is, and after the ovation, hopefully. There's not a photograph for each finished recipe, but what there are by Ben Fink are of really high quality and definitely accentuate the awesomeness. The marinated steak, not your mama's macaroni and cheese, the chocolate fudge pie. Every recipe in here gives you the prep time and the active cooking or baking time, and in some cases, the rest time, and how many servings each recipe will make. Plus helpful suggestions on what to substitute if you don't have any ingredients that are called for in these lists. So those are just a few examples of fun and safe parties that you can have in the comfort of your own home, or maybe you can divide all the ideas into certain parts, certain components and elements, and have it socially distant, virtually. You know, you might have to figure out the logistics on that, but hey, it can be doable once you put your mind to it. Oh, one final note. Why this book is going to get a perfect score? For one very simple, yet fundamental reason. In the acknowledgements. Listen here. Thanks to the millions of viewers who have allowed me to be a part of their lives. A lot of viewers actually complained that if they want to see Christopher cooking, they would want to see him on the Food Network or the Cooking Channel. They want to see interior design because that is his forte. But actually, he is a bona fide foodie. He says so on his blog, which I will definitely link below. He was supposed to publish a few recipes on that portion of his site, but never did. but he did plug an advertisement for this book, which might be the only book of his I'll ever own until his 7 Layers of Interior Design book comes out, because I want to try my hand at interior decorating during quarantine. Or what's left of quarantine, really. Anyway, for that, and for the overall charm and vibe of this book, which would definitely bode well and carry on incredibly well into the fall season where holiday entertaining is definitely the norm, this book gets all 5 claps. Not bad for your debut on TSR, Christopher. Not bad at all. By the way, extra kudos for using your only Daytime Emmy Award as a doorstop. Whatever uses you have it for. A dumbbell for lifting weights? A paperweight? If you win a Daytime Emmy, you better put it to good use. And Christopher Lowell did that, and then some. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. These massive-sized rages have got to stop. If you want to have a party with the pizzazz factor, pick up this book. It gives you all the tools and all the motivation you need. Although, if I could add a few of my own tips in regards to safety, I suggest this. Buy tables that are big enough that you can sit a few people around a table and still have them kept 6 feet apart. And then keep all the guests no more than 10, and if you prefer, no less than 10, but no more than 10. Keep them all in separate rooms with their masks on until it's time for dinner. Then they can take their masks off and chow down. So, that's good safety information to follow through on. Hey, you can do it. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye for now.